Hey guys, welcome back. I wanted to continue the conversation that we were having about what qualifies as a good or bad parent. Now, let me start off by saying it's not my place to say whether someone is a bad parent. There is no set manual or code on how to be a parent or a good parent at that. But I think there are some foundational principles that we should all kind of try to follow or, you know, bring our kids up on. So first, I feel like it's important to help your kids be the best version of themselves. And in doing that, you have to be the best version of yourselves. Because let's be realistic. What your kids see you doing, they're 9 times out of 10 going to imitate that. You understand what I'm saying? So it's good to push your kids. We already know the basics, which is, providing for them food, clothes, shelter, those type of things. But it's deeper than that. You get what I'm saying? I don't feel that your parents should be raising your kids, or your brother, sister, uncle, auntie, nobody. That's your responsibility, and there's nothing wrong with having them help out every now and again, but for the most part, you want to be there. And I feel like any kid really wants their parents. They don't want to, and I don't care how much you love and respect your grandma or uncle or whoever, you really, really want your parents. So that's always going to cause some type of issues internally with your child down the line. You know what I mean? I feel like it's very important to express love and affection to your kids. We feel like tough love is always needed, and that's going to make our kids tough in the world. But in reality, it kind of breaks them. They want to know that you appreciate them, just like you would like to know people appreciate you. They want to know that you respect them. The same things that we as adults look for and seek. Just because they're a child doesn't make them any less human. It doesn't mean that they don't care for these things or they don't deserve to have these things. Love and affection is very important, I think, because it kind of sets the foundation of how they're going to treat other people as well. So if you're very nasty and disgusting towards your kids, more than likely they're going to be that way towards other people, and they're not going to know how to love. And not only are they not going to know how to love, they're not going to know how to accept love. So I definitely feel like love and affection, teaching them how to be the best version of themselves. We also need communication. Okay, communication is key. I see this too often, where parents want to be their kids' friends. And ain't nothing wrong with having a good relationship with your kid, but you have to set boundaries, okay? Ain't no way in hell my kid gonna run around talking to me crazy, or like I'm one of their friends on the streets. It's just not gonna happen. I'm sorry. There has to be a level of respect. And not only are you teaching them to respect you, you're teaching them to respect their elders. We're not equal, baby. So you're not gonna be talking and treating me like we're equal. It's just that simple. And I feel like, you have to communicate with your child, not just in the aspect of respect and boundaries, but, too often kids feel neglected, and you see too many kids taking their lives at such young ages, and they really don't even know what life is about yet. You don't even know what life is. You don't know what real problems are. 9, 10, 7, like, life hasn't even really begun for you to even consider taking your life. So it's important to communicate with your kids, see what's going on. I feel like on a daily or even a weekly basis, check in with your kids and see, what's going on, how you feeling. You just want to, talk. You're not always going to like everything your kid says, but you should be open to hearing them out. Hear what they're saying. And if they're saying something that's not correct or something that you don't necessarily agree with, find a positive way to communicate that to them so they can receive it and not feel like you're attacking them, but you're actually trying to help them. And we get it. There's a lot of kids that feel like they know it all, and you can't tell them nothing. So find a way, and that's my point of communication and spending time with your kids so that you know your kids. You know who can really get through to them or how you can really get through to them if you have that relationship with them. So there's something that you're trying to tell them or teach them and they're not catching it. Maybe there's someone else that they're more receptive to. Maybe there's something else they're more receptive to. So understanding, communicating, talking with your kids, setting healthy boundaries between you and your kids so they know who mama is, who daddy is, don't try me, who grandma is, who, you know what I mean? Like, what role you play. You're still a child, baby. We can talk, but you're still a child. Let's not get those lines blurred. All right? Awesome. Support. Support is a big thing. We all want to be supported. We all want to feel like we're on the right track and we're doing the right things. And it's not just like, okay, I'm at your game, yeah, rah, rah. No, but if you know that your kid is passionate about something or talented in a certain aspect, don't push them to be a cheerleader when you know they can sing like hell and that's what they really want to do because you weren't able to be a cheerleader. No, you see that your child got talent and they're passionate about that talent. Invest in that talent. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, this is why it's very important to get to know yourself, know what you're willing to sacrifice, what you're willing to go through before you go lay up and have kids. Because not everybody is meant to be a parent. And I firmly believe that. Not everybody has the mental capacity, the patience to be a parent. So if you know you're one of those people, don't go spreading your legs unprotected. Protect yourself. Because once you bring a life into this world, that is your responsibility. That means you are supposed to make these sacrifices. Oh, and I gotta touch on this too. Another big thing. Don't turn your child into the parent. And what I mean by that is, yes, kids should have responsibilities. I feel like they should have chores, They should know how to fend for themselves. Doesn't mean that they should be taking care of you and your other kids. They are not the parent. There's nothing wrong with kids helping out every now and again, but don't put all the responsibility on them where they gotta cook, clean, and run behind all the kids in the house. Don't make them grow up too fast. Give them the opportunity to enjoy their childhood, and that's the problem. Too many kids growing up way too fast, feeling like they're adults before they're even adults. So it's time for us to slow down. I really wanted to start the conversation. As I said, I don't know it all, and I don't pretend to act like I know it all. I just share what, my opinion on what I feel like in certain situations. I'm hoping that this could, like I said, spark some conversation so everybody can kind of chime in and give their opinion also on, what they feel. And maybe there'll be some other kids out there or young parents, hell, even older parents that might learn a thing or two, and we can start setting this foundation for our kids together and start changing the pace of things right now. Kids right now, I don't like the direction things is going in, and I'm hoping that we can all come together and build a stronger community for our kids, a better environment. Let's work together and let's make some change. Either way, thank y'all for tuning in, and until next time, see y'all.